Hey guys, so this is going to be a review of Marvel's Infinity Volume 1, and this is by Jonathan Hickman. And wow, this is a story. You can tell how thick it is and everything like that. First off, before I get into it, this has, obviously, if you know the difference between films and comics, they're totally different. Like, the film is totally different. So just to point that out, it's a different concept to the actual Infinity film that's recently come out. So anyways, this is one of those stories where you have to have full concentration, where when you're reading this, you have to be in a quiet place. Like, you can't have any background noise. Like, there's some comics in some books that you can read with background noise, like music or TV running in the background, but this one you need full concentration, and that's because this is a very busy comic. When I say it's busy, everything is happening. So it's literally around 3 different stories in one book. Everything's happening all at once, which can be a little bit confusing. Which sometimes with books and comics, when there's a book telling multiple stories, sometimes it can just get confusing, or sometimes an author can do it right. This just a little bit confusing, to say the least. A little bit confusing. Overall, it is an enjoyable film, an enjoyable comic. I did enjoy it, but bearing in mind, is a little bit confusing, especially for somebody who's not really read comics or anything like. For example, if you want to, give this a go because you've just seen the films or you've just seen Infinity War and you're like, you know what, I'll read this. First off, it's not the same, and second of all, you may be like, what the hell is going on? It is a bit confusing, and when it comes to the illustrations and everything, really like the illustrations and stuff like that. I said my only gripe with it is everything's happening all at once, and sometimes that can just be a bad thing. Like, you can end up having too much loaded into something, like that being a book or even a film. You can have too much going on, which can just be a little bit too confusing. Overall, it's an alright read. As I said, it's one of those comics where you can't just pick up and just casually read it. You need to, put all concentration into reading this so you don't confuse yourself. But overall, I'd give it 3 stars out of 5. So that's it for this review. So, bye guys.